Oh wait, don't show up.
Hey.
Maybe it doesn't. Welcome back to BRP. So some behind this. So it looks like for live streams, StreamYard don't even have the pause, restart. It's not even an option, which I guess makes sense. So that's only for recordings. I'm sorry. It's baseball. I'm sorry. What's popping, brother fan?
Chilling. First of all, I see that I'm on a delay already. You're
on a delay?
Big lag.
Uh-oh. It's not me.
Yeah, see?
Damn.
No.
It's one of those casual Monday. Peace to Doc D. It's going to be one of those nights. It's going to be one of those nights.
Doppelganger, yo.
Right. Yeah, let's get everybody. Shouts to Joe Dixon. Salute. Let's get the family in the building. Tonio, what's poppin'? I wish I could leave that fan on. I know it's about to be hot as a bitch down there with this baseball jersey. I already know what time it is. Before we got into things, Big Crown in the building, I wanted to have a conversation because, I guess it's a whole year thing. There's been things going on all year, but this past Friday, August 11th, 1973, was the birth of hip hop. Right.
Uh-huh.
And salute to Antoine.
I see you been tripping.
Jesus Christ. Hip Hop 50 was the other day. Oh, salute. I always got to find something to rep the hometown. Shouts to Royale. Peace to peeps. The one question I have, I'm not opening up the jersey to show off no taco meat, but it's about to be hot in this motherfucker. But my question is, like, and actually, I asked this question when I first wrote about the hip hop's birthday. Shoots to downtown. Downtown stay saluting hip hop all the time. When it's hip hop 50, salute to the children.
Cuz.
Oh my God!
Hey, cuz.
Shouts out to the family. It's all love. That's hip hop right there.
Hey, y'all, just move him over.
Yeah,
y'all can be in the show.
Yeah. Push him away. What are you supposed to do on hip hop? What do you?
Kombucha?
Yeah, I'm drinking some kombucha. Synergy.
Smart. You smart. I ain't had none. Well, I got a older batch.
This is not kombucha.
This is kombucha. That's not kombucha. What do you do on for hip hop 50? What are you supposed to do? How are you supposed to celebrate? Like, are you supposed to be? What are you supposed to do on hip hop's birthday?
Celebrate.
How?
40.
Like
Nate Dogg.
I want in the chat. I want to know what y'all did on hip hop 50 to celebrate. Like, are you supposed to be extra? Because I'm assuming niggas feel like they hip hop already.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be extra hip hop? Like, what? And what more do you do on hip hop 50?
Nothing. You already, you know what I'm saying? You already live hip hop. I guess you pass down and you share the shit that you know what I'm saying? What you used to listen to or whatever with younger people. I'm guessing.
So you commune.
The one thing I saw was people talking about doing something different from what you usually do, right? And I was like, you know what, yo, I think because niggas like, well, that ain't the exact birthday to hip hop and XYZ LMNOP.
Yeah.
Listen, do it, treat it like Christmas, man. You celebrate the event. We don't care what the calendar look like.
Fact.
It's just the calendar. Use the calendar as a marker. You know what I'm saying? For you to pay homage to this thing that not only has provided, years and years of amazing music, but really is like the like spearheaded what people call the culture, and really kind of just set the standard for a lot of what black and being black is to other people outside of blackness.
Each one teach one. I see a lot of people say. I know Doc D was outside. Salutes to Mimi. Happy belated birthday to Mimi. Mimi was on the
007 birthday.
Big facts. Big fact. I vaguely remember Mimi mentioning that her birthday was in August. I don't know if I had the day down at all. It definitely didn't come up in my phone, but happy belated to Mimi. Salute her in the chat.
The reasoning was she didn't want to really be.
Hey.
She didn't like the PDA.
I understand.
I didn't know that.
Why you didn't see PDA from us?
The PDA was out there.
Yeah, but that only came after a point.
Who figured it out first?
This nigga.
Vaughn. God dang
Vaughn dropped the spoiler.
I saw a tweet. Yeah, I saw that
Vaughn
tweet.
was Vaughning.
I got a notification.
Vaughn did Vaughn.
Hey, salute. Salute. You big up your birth. That's why she was out of Yankee Stadium and shit. It's been a lot going on this week.
She grew up with them. She grew up with a lot of them.
Yeah, I was just trying. Like I was gonna sit at home. Like, should I watch Juice and watch like should I have like a hip hop movie marathon or something? Because like I've hung out with Brother Fam and the Brother Family, and I mean you could listen to hip hop all day just riding around down Dorsey. Like how much more hip hop you gotta be?
You can't, yo. Like niggas was dressed by motherfucking hip hop taught niggas how to dress, taught niggas how to walk,
right?
Taught niggas how to talk. The
type of shoes to wear.
It's not as. I don't think it's as. I don't want to say prevalent. But today's, like the way that they get their shit ain't the same. Like it's built to. Nowadays, it's just built to sell. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like them clothes. What's the clothes the girls are getting into? Shein and shit like that. The
Shein.
Fast fashion or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
that's kind of what the rap game is like right now.
So it's not necessarily this is what we wearing. This is who's paying me to wear this. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to a nigga walking in and seeing the Bugs Bunny with the crisscross outfit on, or the Bugs Bunny with the Yankees uniform on. You know what I'm saying? Like we went all over the place.
Yeah.
The ironic thing about that is the niggas that we would call, air quotes, the real hip hop niggas, right? Like the Mohsen Kweli type niggas. Specifically Mohsen Kweli.
Yes.
This past week came out with the goddamn fashion deal. Who them niggas signed to?
What?
Amiri. Them niggas signed to Lil Kweli and Mos Def signed to Amiri and are the spokespeople for their new
nah.
on the weekend outfit.
It's gonna be Amiri chew sticks and shit.
This dropped today.
Niggas have lost it.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me get these images in there. I didn't know they had an Amir. That's money, right?
Yeah, like yes. So
that's
like for instance, like that last album that they put out, is there they go. You know what I mean?
That's terrible. Yeah, damn. Yeah, that's them right there.
Yeah, it's Kweli. You mean most Duncan Shane, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Yassine Bey.
Yassine Bey. I'm sorry. My apologies. No disrespect.
I don't know how mad he gets at people for that, but yeah. Anyway,
it became that Zero. I don't know if I'm that mad at saying that hip hop is pop culture because I mean, listen.
No, it is.
The trends are set by pop culture, man. You know what I'm saying? It surpassed hobby status 30 years ago. and it really led the way in pop culture. Popular culture is run. Yeah, right. That's a nice piece. I ain't gonna hold you. That code is crazy. That code is crazy. But it's the truth, man. The hip hop, you know what I'm saying, became something underground and grew into the overground, man. You know what I'm saying? It grew past. It surpassed what the founders of hip hop, you know what I'm saying, made it to be. Because hip hop was, you know what I mean? Shout out. I hate to see y'all face when I say this. Shout out to CM Punk. But hip hop was the voice of the voiceless. I love it. I love y'all faces. but that's what hip hop was, to kind of tie in what we doing and what we talking about. And now hip hop is just the voice. Like there's no voiceless. Like hip hop is like, nigga, do this. Hey, throw a chair and see what happened. Throw your hat. Like that's all that comes from hip hop being ingrained in all culture, popular and otherwise, and people kind of reacting to it.
I feel you on that. It's interesting. It's very. I'm surprised that people are surprised about situations like that, though. Like it's like you said, it's really, we're way past hip hop being even, because they only wanted to say that hip hop was dominant in the mainstream like 5-6 years ago. It was long over. That's when you just couldn't deny it, because it ain't no rock. Pop ain't popping like hip hop is. There's no way you can say any otherwise. No,
Rock. I used CM Punk's phrase. All I did. I know you want to hurry up and get mad at AEW. We gonna get there.
We'll get there.
But right now, I just said hip hop was the voice of the voices.
You got a long time to be mad at them niggas. Let us cook on the hip hop shit.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But saying, when I was listening to something, I don't remember what the fuck it was, and me and Cal was talking, and he was talking about how
I'm gonna call him Dante.
How cats like Luke and from other regions were a little bit upset about not being represented.
He was mad.
And
I think they're right.
Motherfuckers was like, yo, what they can do and what Mass Appeal should do is move that event that they held at Yankee Stadium or Yankees Field, whatever you want to call it, and move it to those regions of the United States. You know what I'm saying? So the people from the regions can get the propers that they're due, and get the proper respect, because it's cats that we never heard of that Rock grew up on. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, that Zero grew up on. You know what I mean? That Cuz grew up on. Shout out to Jermaine. And whoever else is on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? That we would never know, and that they could shine a light on and give everybody that respect. I think that's what should happen before the year ends. If that makes sense.
No, they should do something. It's too much. It's too much to just say New York is an important part, but 50 years, New York isn't that 50 years.
See, so not to turn this into something different, but I feel like there's an arrogance and a very millennial take on hip hop that comes from the New York region, as it claims the Mecca, right? It's the Mecca of hip hop, ABC, LMNOP. The only problem with that is I don't know if there's been more hip hop compromised and sold and made more into a commodity than an art form than hip hop from New York. So hip hop's the birthplace, but it's also one of the biggest places of conflict and some of the biggest detriment to hip hop. Puff, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta take the good with the bad. New York hip hop is that every other region is going to be angry at you because of how you act, because y'all talk crazy. You know what I mean? And then the history of it.
Serial killer music. But yeah, no, you're right. I mean, niggas do talk crazy.
But this is my question. New York is one of the biggest. It's like the mecca of all things,
entertainment.
All things entertainment.
Facts.
All things like business.
Facts.
So I don't know. Can you really fault them for that? Because because if it was Detroit, that let's say if we switched the two, then it would be Detroit is.
But I think the problem though is because the other part of New York is at a certain point, New York kind of didn't know what New York was.
Look at the salty South, because that's a whole other conversation. Look at the salty South.
If Atlanta was popping, it was cats in New York that was bouncing on that sound. If New Jersey Club is what they dancing to. Them kids is dancing to New York. It's a lot of, there hasn't been not saying that there isn't a sound that comes out of New York. Shout out to Griselda. That's not the city though. They're up somewhere else. The city kind of morphs, and it would be great if it kind of got to the essence of what made people say that New York was the king of this shit. Respectfully.
I don't know if that can happen with you have to make. Let me see what I'm trying to say is you have to make that shit important.
What?
And what I say is you have to make that sound important. And what I'm trying to say is like down south, their sound is their sound. It's important to teach, like niggas know that where it comes from. You see them?
100%.
This is why you have cats that are younger that sound like some old niggas. So you have to teach. New York has to teach that sound. You know what I'm saying?
Need a bunch more Joey Badasses.
Without being Joey
Badass. Yeah.
Because it's not gonna be the New York sound.
Yeah, it's not the city. That's what I'm saying. They're on their own.
They're not the NYC, but the sound is very New York, right?
It's very New York, yeah.
And I think that becomes the issue, is that like when it becomes about being something geographical, because look at all the the drill rap now, right?
Yes.
There's a great deal of drill rap in New York and whatnot, but it wasn't born there, right?
Facts.
So it's like for the last, I want to say maybe 15 plus years, New York has been doing more co-opting than innovating. And I think if you look at 15, 20 years of
oh wow.
I see
oh
it.
wow.
I'll get there.
Oh wow.
The last 15, 20 years of new hip hop has been just them co-opting things and not innovating. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the most forward thing we've seen out of New York that has created a trend?
Griselda sound. Griselda sound doesn't come from Buffalo. That comes from Rock Marciano.
Alchemist.
That's where it was birthed from. It was birthed from Rock Mars. If we can go back, I thought Rock Mars was from the city. I could be wrong, but that sound doesn't come from Buffalo. It got popularized from Buffalo. That sound comes from New York City.
Well, listen, DJ Premier is from Boston, or I'm sorry, from Texas, from Houston. However, so it's almost like that's a technicality. It's like when the sound that came from Griselda is born out of what came from New York, but it isn't what New York City was doing at the time.
Rock Marciano was Long Island, Hempstead, Long Island. That's where he grew up.
From but
The same place A Plus.
It doesn't sound like so.
Yikes!
Rock Moss. I'm gonna say Rock Moss is credited for rhyming over just the sample.
Yes, there was no drums at all.
That's what I hear as the Griselda sound.
That was Griselda before Griselda, you say?
So
That's
to
what
me, that's
this
new.
Rolling Stone. They call him the Underground Rap King. I mean,
I remember Rock Mark that thing, that flip mode record.
The thing with the thing is, niggas wouldn't know Rock Marciano though because you had to pay. Like you couldn't just get. Well, I mean, you could. I always got the Rock Marciano albums, but somebody at some point had to pay $30, $50, whatever it was, because Rock knew what he had.
You had to pay for that shit. And the last time I heard Rock Moss before I'm like, yo, who the fuck is that? That's not Rock Moss, because he was with Busta Rhymes in them.
Right.
But the last time I heard him was with You and I, which was Pete Rock, which was on the Pete Instrumentals.
Mully Man?
All right. Shout out to Mully Man. Mully Man selling CDs down the flea market. He real.
Shelly Belly out there. I mean, you are right.
Who's Mully Man?
Yeah, nice.
Nah,
it's a Baltimore rapper, like a
but
early 2000s Baltimore rapper.
He got a little bit of
Mully Man. I'm not up on Mully Man.
Mully Man, a little light skinned dude.
Yeah, I see.
Look like
he had a team with Who Kid though.
Yeah. Nah, Mully Man was moving and shaking.
Yeah, he had a little bit of reach. He looked like AG, Andre the Giant.
Low key, yeah. Mully Man. That's Mully interesting.
Man. Yeah.
He was nice.
He wasn't bad.
Yeah, Mully Man was straight.
Yeah, he had a white label that that we used to pass out and shit. Shut up.
I don't know. To fans' point, post maybe Biggie, everything big out of New York has been there. Guys borrowing other regions, sounds, and styles. That's what it's been.
Stop it, Rock. You tripping.
I always, and I've said this for years,
that's what it's been.
Is I feel like the 95 Source Awards is one of the most, like, you like in Marvel Comics, they would call it the Nexus moments.
Mm-hmm.
It was just that night in time. So many things were like set, you know what I mean, to happen, and based in that night. The biggest moment that happened that night was that New York crowd booing Outkast, and it was finally the point where nationally, everybody got to see the disrespect to other regions that New York was really putting out. So New York niggas is, you know what I mean? When it wasn't a New York nigga that year, and that's it. And there was a situation where there were some things going on. But when Andre said the South's got something to say, from that moment on, it was about, in the South, innovating and creating new sounds and textures in hip hop. And they never gave, once they got the reins, I really don't know if they ever let it go. Facts.
And it's New York fault.
Yep, 100%.
Is your game, if you
pardon me, Cap. Now go ahead.
Nah, what you gonna say?
I was gonna say, so who's responsible for this shit now?
What do you mean?
Corporations.
You gotta be more specific though.
No, I don't.
In corporate America. No, well, the thing is when they rang that bell and they said, ding ding, hip hop is the genre, it was all systems go. All checks was being written for Black Panther had Kendrick Lamar. Like you see it everywhere. Hip hop is just ingrained. So when we get to hip hop 50, I mean, damn, what's on the radio? Damn, all because I mean, trends is trends and styles is styles. Whatever. When we get to hip hop 50. You're at a point where, because it was the one thing was sponsored by Google Pixel, and there's these corporations and sponsors that come in. There's not always, and no disrespect to anybody that's on those cards, because those shows be amazing, but the people putting them on, it's not a lot of culture in the room. It's not a lot of people that it feels like they have a foundation, because there's things that are, again, the whole conversation with Luke in the South and everything, like there were spots missing because a lot of people said 50 years, birthplace, New York.
I think the problem actually stems from, and this is what I was saying, is that eventually, I remember there's a scene from, I believe it's Rhyme and Reason, where Method Man, specifically, who is one of my favorite like personalities in hip hop. If you listen to some of the stuff he says, it's just really great, and he's really like, he pays homage to a lot of MCs all the time. But Meth was talking, and this is like around 95, 94. They were talking about, oh, well, we came across this book and niggas was talking about we chilling in Fresh Way. Niggas ain't talk like that since XYZ. And it was a pshaw, like, get that out of here. And the problem with that attitude from even a Method Man who's always been respectful toward the culture is there's a contingency of youth at all times that seem to want to do away with the history of it to make more important the now, right? So the kids that are doing what they're doing now become, bigger in stature because that old school stuff don't mean nothing. These old niggas XYZ LMNOP, because what we're doing now is the important thing. And the crazy part about that is in that era, 93, 92 to like 96, there was a lot of culture pushed forward, but there was a lot of culture that was done away with and saying, oh, that's them old niggas.
They do it to me all the time. Pause. They do it all the time. Get your old ass. Sit your old ass up.
Sit your old ass down. I just said it to Mimi.
Sit your old ass down.
I just told.
Turn that old shit on. I don't want to hear that shit.
But at
special ed,
at a certain point, when we look around,
they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear none of that.
When niggas looked around, we saw that
I love special ed.
These niggas are superior, and that's not a diss. These niggas are superior in this form than these niggas.
Right.
So I can say, all right, I can rock with you, Meth. But now when I sit down
and you'll listen to Meth,
and I see Method Man now, and I look at the niggas that are getting it now.
Right. What's going on?
Method Man is superior.
But he don't want that though.
In what we call hip hop.
But he would need to have.
Let me ask you a question, cuz. What's your favorite Method Man album?
I don't think that matters.
And the reason why I asked it is that there's a kink in his armor there, right? And I think that the truth is even as dope as Meth is, right? If you don't take your time to say what was before is dope and important, that the niggas behind you ain't got a chance at respecting what came behind you. And the problem that happens there is you start to lose culture. And then, because I don't think, and I've asked this, you've seen me say it on the timeline, what cultural element of hip hop do these young niggas have? And that's not their fault. It's our fault.
It's our fault.
Hold.
I tried.
Hold on before you put the blame on me, nigga.
I tried.
I said our.
It's collective.
I said our.
We all got to own it.
How many people have sat and talk to young niggas and school them on what's been going on, et cetera, and the connection just ain't there.
They don't care.
Is that our fault?
See,
But
because the
we
thing
don't know
is,
how to be OGs, and we've had that discussion.
well, the thing is the way, like, they also consume
Correct
information differently. So it's if you can't put the history of something into a TikTok video, there's some people that can't. They won't watch the 20-minute video if you can't give it to them in 2 minutes, which sounds crazy.
Talk to me, Tony.
It's just how it is. It's our fault.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Is I think the one thing that really stagnates culture from the youth end of it isn't the information isn't available. Everybody got a whole computer in a pocket every day. Exactly. However, it's so cool to not care and to be apathetic about everything, right? So to put the effort forward to be like, oh, well, I learned about XYZ from my old head, blah, blah, blah. The problem becomes it's not cool to do that. It's not cool to sit under a learning tree at this point. It's, okay, old nigga. So what I'll say is young niggas aren't without fault.
Right.
But I do believe that the OGs aren't good at being OGs.
Well,
yeah.
I think everybody has some
our age.
Everybody has some hand in it.
We all fucked up.
So this is a question. I don't understand how young niggas can sit there and not listen to, nah, nigga, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to this. I'm not listening to that. But then you could sit down and say, yo, our music sounds like this because y'all was the hustlers back in 19 whatever. So how you know you want to listen to that piece because it gives you an argument piece, but you're not listening to anything else. That's on y'all.
It is, but it ain't. Because when you graduate, they give you a cap and a gown and you get out of it.
I got it.
Right? It's a whole lot of niggas that's in the 87th grade, still in their hustling clothes, still doing the same thing, and they never graduated from that point. So it's hard to say that's my OG because that nigga dressed like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the hard part. When we were young and we had our OGs that were actually handing down something, we saw the difference. There was some line where we said, okay, I see where you are and where you have ascended to. And so I have somewhere to look forward to. But nigga, these young niggas, like, you live next door to me and you bite, you peeling off the same package I just got.
Damn. What was my man's name in The Wire? What was it? The old nigga that came home?
And he did it. That was
Cuddy. Shit, don't be a Cuddy out there.
Cuddy did it different.
He did it different, but Cuddy knew that life wasn't for him though. The shit had changed.
Cuddy's shit was respectable.
There was a way to handle business.
His shit was real respectable.
But the game wasn't like that anymore.
It wasn't, and it made him more respectable outside of it. Because one, he sat down and said, yo, this is not for me no more. And then he built it up and said, I'm going to give back to these niggas instead of recruiting them for a war they not going to win.
Facts.
And that's like you had to respect Cuddy.
Right. And I did see Sham and Nas recently linked up.
Yo, Sham look bad.
Sham ain't got no goddamn teeth.
What happened? That's new.
That's who you don't listen to.
But that's new. Because 2-3 years ago, like pandemic-wise, during the pandemic, Shan had started his little social media. He was drinking these little bitty bottles of wine and talking about the old days. And I thought that was cool, right? He was an old nigga talking the old days. He looked like an old nigga should look. He wasn't trying to. And then all of a sudden, He showed up 2 weeks ago, pissed off. Why you ain't saying my name? And the nigga teeth all gone. Shane, baby, somebody get him together, man.
He got teeth though.
The nigga got a show. He should be able to get some teeth.
No, he has.
Yeah, go ahead. One show will get this nigga right back. He'd be right back with them Jamie Foxxes.
No, he got him. Yeah, he got him. Hold up. This.
Oh, what, he just left him home?
That's his teeth. That's his teeth. He showed him online.
Shit.
That's his teeth. What you want me to do? He put it on the camera. That's his teeth.
Is he forgetting? Them whores is
gums.
Shit's
gums black as a bitch.
That's
his teeth.
Them gums took care of goddamn Michael Lloyd, yo.
Hey, yo, them gums wind up in the back.
Hey, yo,
just chattering all over the place.
That's his teeth. He's only 2 years older than LL.
He's about to throw them gums at Batman.
Oh my God! Happy birthday, hip hop! Happy birthday, hip hop! Happy birthday, hip hop! Got some teeth. I'm sorry.
The mouth teeth, yo.
I can't find the image because they just pieced it up though. I don't know. What did they do?
I thought it was good that they pieced it up. I think that's very important.
Nas.
But I think
the show.
Huh?
You mean when Nas brought him to the show?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little. I have a problem with Nas.
Put him on the big screen.
Nas,
right? I had a problem with Nas. Now you ain't gonna put me on a big screen for this. I had a problem with Nas, man. This nigga, he's younger than, some of the elder statesmen in hip hop, but he's clearly one of the elder statesmen in hip hop. He's seen all of hip hop at this point, right? He's an older guy to us. Nas got a full head of hair, yo. I'm sick of you, Nas. You know what I'm saying? You still putting out dope albums, and you got a full head of hair, and you hitting on all your investment. Nas, I want to fight you. Like, look, when the niggas in Queens hit that car, you ain't help us get back nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nas, I'm gonna come see you, nigga. You know what I mean? That's all I got.
Nas does have a head of hair though. He be
before he doing all him and Jay doing all kind of weird hairstyles. Jay want to be Basquiat out, and he didn't show up in none of the hip hop stuff. It's all kind of stuff going on this week. You know what I
mean? Wait, so I didn't realize. So Shan actually performed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that got messy too.
He had a GoPro on. He had chains on, and it went on one of the chains.
Was it the go?
It was the John.
Did he have the one on the head?
I'm gonna show you why this thing loads. I'm gonna show you the exact one he had. Hold on.
Oh God, the bridge is over.
That's funny. That may be the name of the episode. He got this motherfucker on there. Watch. Look. You see that shit?
Oh.
You see that shit?
Oh man.
Is that gonna be me when I'm old?
Yes.
That's gonna be me for real. That's what I'm gonna finally be able to afford a chain. The bridge is over. Yeah, that's crazy. This happened. This was sponsored by what corporation sponsored this? Damn.
That's Mass Appeal, ain't it?
It was Mass Appeal. It was other people that was part of it though. I mean, stop hating on those who are blessed with hair. That's crazy.
Yo, what?
This
I don't know what's going on.
I guess the question is, what has Shan been doing? That's the real question. Is what's been
losing teeth?
Losing is crazy.
Fucking
the bridge is missing.
That's the name of the episode. That is clearly the name of the episode.
No. The bridge.
That's the name of the episode.
Is missing. Jesus Christ! Thank you.
That is amazing.
Thank you, Rock. On that note, I mean, I don't know what else we could do. Happy birthday, hip hop.
Happy birthday, hip hop. Nigga said it, but nigga said it like Snuffle Up gets the happy birthday.
Happy birthday, hip hop. The bridge is missing is funny. The bridge is missing. It's funny. Let's start. We got to start this show. I don't want to piss off no more of the OGs of hip hop. So let's get this going.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed part of All-Star Wrestling.
Papa, y'all. Welcome back to BRP. If you were rocking with that Hip Hop 50 conversation over the last 39 some odd 40 minutes, you know that God is working on us. As always, it's your boy Cal, your current reigning and defending BRP Disputed Predictions Champion.
Disputed.
But you could just call me As you can see, the squad minus Mimi is on the line. Brother Fam, please say what's good up to the people.
Yo, IlFam790 is social media choice. What's happening? I come up in the dance with a spliff of Cincy, down with a sound called BRP.
The BRP crew. That's hard.
Is missing.
The bridge is missing. The bridge is missing. Hey. Oh my gosh. The bridge is missing. That's the name of the episode. That's what it is.
Man, Damon, you already know what time it is. I ain't know the fuck you saying.
You already know the let me put this.
Nigga whistle every time we rap.
Yo, that shit is what happened.
See what I'm saying? See.
Does someone know what happened though?
Hip-hop.
Happy birthday, hip hop. Happy birthday, hip hop. It's hip hop 50, 60.
We ain't gonna make it.
No, we good.
Not pulling the plug on this shit.
Oh,
but I see y'all.
Whoever sponsored that shit, they pull the plug.
Cut him. The bridge is missing. It's ridiculous. All right.
What's mass appeal and all them niggas, ain't it?
Mass
Watch
appeal.
Eddie wasn't there.
But Cal said it was somebody else on there too.
Hold up. Let me see what it was. Mass appeal. I want to say it was Google Pixel. I think they were one of the sponsors.
Oh, they got out the picture.
Now, I'm going to be honest. Nas has done a great deal the last few years, like making some dope docs and making things happen in hip hop. And on the audio sound of it, like LL has been doing some dope things that kind of point to the origin, the history of hip hop. Right. But them niggas have also been like, I did it. Look,
right? It was me. It was me. No, that's actually there's a lot of sponsors on this. Google Pixel, Ciroc, Adidas, Mass Appeal, Live Nation, MLB.
Adidas had to be.
They had to be. Well, there was a video. What was the video I saw? Was it Complex? Somebody had a conversation with Run DMC and them about their history with Adidas recently. I haven't watched the whole video, but I saw it popped up the other day. Anyway,
how the fuck is the MLB on there and not the NBA?
That's a great question, actually. That's an amazing question. Who else is missing? Who's missing?
Nike.
Nike, it ain't that. Listen, Nike,
Hennessy,
Ralph Lauren,
Gucci.
Yes, definitely Gucci. Good gosh,
Gucci.
What else am I seeing? Any designer that we said, Yves Saint Laurent, Givenchy, anybody that we seen in the goddamn these Louis Vuitton, all these niggas that they want put on.
Procaz.
The fact that Dapper Dan
Facts.
is wild too. But this is all in hindsight.
Right. Right.
But Daps worked with Gucci at this point, right?
Yeah, true.
And Louis V.
Yeah. Yeah. And he also had that Gap. Who was that Gap hoodie that came out as well? Troop. Timberland should be up. No, yeah, Timberland needs to be right up on
Yo,
there.
Tommy Hilfiger is crazy.
Mark
Hill, nigga. Hit me, Timmy Hill, nigga.
Mark Esco.
Troop is Troop still around?
Yeah. They were singing "Spread My Wings" last week. And the reunion.
No, not Bufu.
No,
Nah,
you know what?
Bufu.
I'm
Nah,
gonna let Crown roll off the hook because they Canadian like Drake. So they had to learn about it. They wasn't from it exactly.
They're not worried about it. Do we want to talk about Uces Deuces or Deuces Uces first?
We can.
Deuces Uces. I laughed so hard when he said it because I woke up the next day and I saw a bunch of different outlets covering the Jimmy Uso saying that he's done with SmackDown, he's done with the Bloodline, and he's done with the WWE. But they wasn't putting the Deuces Uces in their little quote cards and whatnot. And I was really confused. So I'm glad that the community has made sure that Deuces Uces was put on a proper pedestal. Because I don't know if that was in the script. I'm assuming it wasn't. That's one of the best lines I've heard all year.
I completely disagree.
I love Deuces Uces.
I think
I love
Deuces Uces is very funny. Deuces Uces is wild corny.
I love Deuces.
Deuces. Now, let me also say, throw that picture back up.
This one.
That nigga went out that night. He was clean. Just the cleanest he been. I seen him.
Super clean.
This nigga went out that night. He was fresh.
Shit.
Let's get
They
another.
gave him somebody gave him Deuces. Uces. Nah, I ain't like it. I loved everything. I didn't like the Deuces Uces was too goofy for the moment.
That's Jey Uso though.
I thought that's what made it funny.
That's him. It
made it funny.
Because I had watched the what did they do? They did that SummerSlam vlog with him and like hanging out with his son and everything he was doing leading up to the match. And Deuces, that you could have just called that Deuces Uces. Like that's him. I think
it would have been better if you said it there, but like the moment
they better do a Deuces Uces shirt. I think you need one at this point, especially if Jey Uso is going to be. I mean, did they move him to the alumni section like Lacey Evans?
Yeah.
So if there's gonna be some story to this, I would hope when he returns, or they get a Deuces Uces shirt off ASAP, look like a born again pastor.
I don't
Both
know.
of them.
Yeah.
that's very funny. He come
That is
on, he's
funny.
like, look, I got this chain on.
Right.
But this chain don't define me.
But they wear more, no disrespect, they wear more expensive sneakers though. The ones like that, they be having some like Balenciagas on or some shit like that.
Yeah, I went to a church like that that's up the road, and I ain't gonna say the name of it, but and like the first time I seen like a pastor with like Kith on was like at that church, and I was like, that nigga fresh.
Pastor Kith is crazy.
Pastor Yo fresh.
With some kith on in the pulpit.
And was kicking game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah, that nigga.
Kicking game.
I was like, that nigga fresh.
Sorry. That's not gonna be no t-shirt. If
Deuces Uces?
Yeah, because I don't. If done the way that I think it should be done, which definitely ain't gonna happen, is you hold them out to the Royal Rumble. So Deuces Uces wouldn't come close to being a shirt.
Well, wait. So from now you're saying
I wouldn't put them on TV.
You wouldn't have Jey Uso on from August until January-ish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which leaves space for something that nobody else thinks they want, but I think it's a perfect time for it to happen.
What?
Dwayne. This is the perfect time for Dwayne.
All The Rock.
because he ain't doing nothing else.
He ain't
But
doing shit.
but to be honest, Roman ain't doing nothing else. And this is the time to be able to separate and tell two bloodline stories. Right? You tell two bloodline stories right now, then I'm okay with keeping it rolling. Or just tell the non-Uso bloodline story now, and then once it gets a chance to kind of die down,
right.
then Uces Deuces come back. Talking about, I was just playing with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wait. So
He
you
definitely went and got drunk in that outfit that night.
no for big facts, super facts.
I'm not gonna put
Nigga
that
said,
on this jacket.
Yo was like, yo, let me get
That on his
the look, give me the work jacket, Joe, with the chain and the bracelet. No, the chain and the bracelet
I ain't
together.
gonna put that on
I
his
need
jacket.
both of them together so I can go out here. The nigga was clean.
Where
He
was
walked right
was-
to the bar right from here.
Where was that?
Shit. Where were they last week? Hold on.
Don't put that on his jacket, Cal.
Don't put
The
what on
jacket
his
was
jacket?
hard.
He walked to the bar is crazy.
He walked out the building.
Hard is clean. That's
Where were they?
I'm trying to figure it out. I can't remember the date. Shit, that was the 11th.
Now I'm not saying Dwayne is coming. I'm sorry. I'm not saying Dwayne is coming. Pause. I'm saying this would be the perfect time to see Dwayne because Roman ain't doing nothing right now. It's way too soon for him to even for Cody to even look at Roman, right? So they weren't because what
Canada
happens with
week.
The Rock,
Canada.
Oh, okay.
That's right. Because they're still in Canada.
They're in
They
Canada
talk about
this week. Yeah.
it might be Edge's last match.
It's
But
the last match on his
because I
contract,
don't think that The Rock should have any real significance in the story other than it happened already. You know what I'm saying? Just to say we did it. They stood next to each other already, but it can happen and he busts his head or whatever. But like, I was listening to that too. Shout out to Rock. But this is me saying it's a good time for it because Rock ain't come back for Hollywood, so he's not coming back for the WrestleMania thing. The WrestleMania thing needs to actually mean something. And a match where Roman's clearly gonna carry Rock like a backpack for about 10 minutes. It shouldn't be no longer than that.
Is that Survivor Series?
It could be.
It's got to be something big. I feel like you have to.
It should be, yeah.
It's got to be something big.
What's the other? It's another money.
It's
Crown Jewel.
It's Payback. It's something else. No pun intended. It's the Saudi Arabia show early November, then Survivor Series late November. That's it.
Survivor Series, and
There
then
ain't nothing in December, right?
Nothing in December currently, anyway.
Because they canceled day one.
I don't think day one's happening. Yeah.
So then it's a long lull before Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's when we say The Rock, I get it, but I think it would have to be sooner than later because I don't think they're gonna unless Rock's flying to Saudi Arabia.
Unless the only other thing is Philly it would be only way Philly happens with Roman and Rock is if Roman's doing double duty.
Both nights.
Uh-huh.
What if they did something where Roman wins and then they set up The Rock like they did with The Rock and Cena, where The Rock comes, maybe he steps out at the end of the match or whatever and does something, and then it continues from there for a bit.
The only problem with doing a year in advance is A, like you said, Rock's already done it, and B, The Rock will probably be back working by then.
He hopes. No, he probably will be.
What is he doing? Like, what would he be working on? Fast and Furious?
Right now, Kevin Hart, he did Kevin Hart show, but it's a strike. He ain't doing nothing.
I mean, yeah, whatever $7 would be producing, I imagine that plus XFL plus.
You got one. Roman ain't winning at another WrestleMania.
Yes, see, I think if he does double duty, he does.
They said
He's beating The Rock.
They said bottom of the third.
You mean if he fights The Rock? That's for the bloodline. That don't mean for the title.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean if he fights The Rock night 1, he wins and loses night 2? I can understand that part.
Oh, I totally assumed that bottom of the third was with the title as well.
Bottom of the, I don't believe it's the bottom of the third. I believe the 7th.
I felt the way when that nigga said that. I said, "Oh my god, he tripping."
That nigga tripping. Come on, yo, gunshot. It's always gunshots.
I ain't close enough to the way to hear that.
Yeah, you know, motherfucker come up on it.
So I guess just to so if Jey Uso's going for however long he's going, does that mean Jimmy's on TV for a bit? Because I mean, like this happened as well. Jimmy let people know that he did what he did to make sure that his brother didn't get corrupt like Roman got corrupted.
It could be. They could probably show Jimmy losing.
Oh, Jimmy's gonna lose a lot.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy would have to lose. Yeah, I don't think he's
losing a lot.
I don't think he's beating Roman.
No, I'm not even talking about the Roman.
And nigga losing the Solo, and they gonna lose the K Solo. That nigga's gonna lose to the to goddamn the Android Solo. That goddamn that the movie was based on. Nigga, he's gonna lose to everybody.
Damn.
Yeah, he's gonna lose a lot, like I said.
But not to Jey Uso. Not anytime soon.
No, I don't think so.
Mario Van Peebles as Solo. Yes,
I think you had me. Hope Solo.
It's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
He's gonna lose the Solo Cups. They've been losing the Solo Cups. That's why them bitches in trouble. Jesus Christ.
Nah, it's good. That's fucking good. That's good. Nah, it's good. That's good. That's good.
Hey, that's at 56 minutes. We gotta take that one out.
56 minutes. 56. I mean, I marked on the paper. I don't know if we.
Thank you, sir.
Was it that bad? Facts are facts, right? We've been doing this 6 years.
You know we erased the first 3 years, nigga.
Hey, that don't stop the history though. Those things still happen.
I got OG BRP episodes out the back of the truck, man.
Yeah,
Some of them it's a CD. I got CDs.
I got a hard drive.
CDs of that shit, baby.
I got CDs.
Oh god.
They could have said, "God damn, no."
And then while you listen, I got CDs of other podcasts for y'all to break weed on. I'm sorry.
This was great. I don't know. I will say this: Bloodline has
that's a great flick right there.
That's an amazing shot, right? He called him stupid. He said, "Are you an idiot?
What are you, an idiot?
Are you
now,
an idiot?"
Can I also say this isn't the best part of what they've been doing? Like this is a valley at this point.
Yes.
I didn't think the segment was crazy. I mean, it was some stumbles. I wouldn't say anybody had a full you know what I'm saying? I didn't think anybody fully had a stutter, you know what I'm saying? But it was
Jimmy was I think the thing is you could tell that cats kind of haven't really been doing a lot of their promos about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't had to. So yeah, it was some stuff. But the thing is it's the shit at the end. It's this. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's this.
Moments over moves, baby.
Moments over moves. This is all the stuff people care about. They was throwing up the twos and everything at a certain point. You see him out there in that shot now. Like those people, they were ready for all that stuff. They don't know what the fuck's going on now.
Hey, I'm pretty sure homeboy up in the upper left hand with the Hitman shirt was musty. Keep going though.
He probably was musty. I hope Buddy wasn't musty.
Oh god.
Not in Canarsie.
Yeah, give me the address, Vin. We gotta take a trip out there. We gotta.
Yeah,
nah. Who you think she got them episodes from?
It's Hip Hop 50. We're gonna pull a Jay-Z on him. Bootlegging my shit. You bootlegging my shit.
Shorty out there on a blanket. You remember the episode with Fab was saying
Happy birthday, hip hop. Remember when remember the era where every album was like, yo, I hate bootleggers. They couldn't. It was if it wasn't a skit, it was a whole album.
Shout out to the hood rats. You bootleg, you get your legs broke.
They hated bootleggers. Jay-Z stabbed allegedly, because I didn't do it. Wasn't me, goddamn. Not me, goddamn it. They did that shit. Sorry. So that's Uces, Deuces, Uces. Shout out Carmelo Hayes and Wes Lee. I was not expecting this so quickly.
I was.
I didn't know how long they wrestled before. That was how Wes got the title. It was in that match it was the 5-way match. That's how Wes got the title. And that was the one point Carmelo said, you didn't beat me for the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to be a series?
I sure hope so.
Because that was a question that came up the other day. Like, have there been, like, has NXT had, like, a bomb series as of late?
As of late, probably not. But DIY, you know what I'm saying? You had Diavakovic, whatever that nigga name is, and Keith Lee. I mean, they had some dope joints. Of course, you had the girls,
Well, the women's stuff, yeah. I mean,
so they've had some crazy joints. I think this is
it's just
building
been a minute.
upon that legacy.
Yeah, I sure fucking hope so. What you about to say, man? It looked like you about to say something. My fault. No, I kind of want to see. Because I don't know, like I've seen people when we posted the image on Instagram, somebody was immediate like Wes Lee is not champion material. He's not ready for the title or anything like that.
He definitely needed. I was looking for his ass to block.
but even if you don't think he is right now, like you don't see the vision, you don't understand that.
You got to put these up under your belt. You got to put matches like these up under your belts to be the nigga that you want him to be either way.
Why would you even try and stunt somebody's growth when you see that they're actively trying to put on a match like this at their big, like their next big. This is next week. This is more likely going to be the main event.
Hey, I need a verification on this because I'm gonna be upset if it ain't right. I need a legit check on them Cardis.
I was about to ask Zero what those were.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Zero the same shit, because
I need to know. Because if not, somebody is playing, somebody is, you know what I'm saying? Somebody ain't doing what they supposed to do. They need to be official.
Those gotta be official.
I would hope
better
so.
be.
They have to be official. I don't think he could to take.
I mean, we haven't even ain't nobody checked on them MJF scarves. But I need a goddamn legit check. But they can't be. This is what I'm saying.
They can't.
They can be. And
you said
those niggas, they can't.
No, they can't. You're right.
Can't be.
Can't.
And a nigga like they're though at that level with both of them niggas, like with MJF and Melo, they're very accessible. They be in the with the people. All it takes is this nigga. I mean, you remember this nigga from high school? Who's that? Haynes Beefy. This ain't Polo.
Haynes Beefy is funny.
Sir Beanie Miles.
Yeah. It's Sir Beanie. Nigga had if your polo niggas that had a polo from the flea market and the button say PJ Mark on them, right? You are going nigga, what is it's supposed to be RL? Who is PJ, nigga?
It's PJ.
You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it that day.
Listen.
Oh God.
I'm trying to get a good shot of these glasses because
I need to know. Listen, Melo, if they phony, step on them now. Do me a favor, accidentally step on you.
Throw them. Yeah, that ain't.
Go get the real horse today. You got it. Call Shawn. Tell Shawn. Order. You know what I'm saying? Listen, go. I got a website for you if you need the real.
Them can't be phony. They can't be phony.
They cannot be phony.
They better not be phony.
They have. You ain't got to ice them out. You know what I mean? But I don't even want them to be Woods. They need to straight be
the real
buffs.
deal.
They need to be Cartier buffs. Listen, just please don't. Please get word. Listen, put a word on the wire. Tell them it did not get back to me.
Send word.
If he out here, if he ain't right, somebody, because someone who knows is watching right now.
What are these?
That's a different.
What are those?
No, which name got the woods on? Them real. What's the name?
Tricks are real.
Yeah, Trick got the woods on.
So I would
Those
hope
are Cartier. So they probably real.
I would hope. I would assume. I would hope they went on the same trip.
Where is Trick from?
My guess is Florida. He looks like a Florida man.
He looks like a Southern brother, but because Melo from up north.
Right.
But I need Zero. Zero was just here.
Zero probably tapped out. What the fuck is Trick
So
Williams?
shit, it ain't but 7 o'clock over that motherfucker.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, my brother. If he ain't answering, where the fuck is Trick Williams from?
Yeah, I'm like, where are you? Is he? Yeah, he might not be from nowhere. That nigga might be from somewhere crazy like Glen Burnie or something.
Like Fox Sports. Like it's nothing coming unless I'm tripping.
And nothing coming up for that nigga. What is Trick Daddy Cool?
What's on the
Trick
WWE
Daddy Dollars?
site?
That's crazy. Is this nigga really?
There's
How do
nothing that's coming
nobody,
up.
not even the chat know?
Hey, yo,
There's
Trick
nothing
Williams.
coming up.
Trick Williams was the first real parts unknown wrestler. Yo, this is
Where
insane.
is
That's
Trick
what,
Williams
that's what
from?
Herb said.
Hold up.
This nigga really is from.
This whole shit really just derailed. I'm sorry. Like I don't understand.
This is my bad.
No. This is the type of stuff that we got to go through sometimes, because this is the stuff that people don't normally get to see. Like when the question is this person black? That's funny. Is this person black or white or whatever? We got to figure it out. Because like if
a new name. I'm gonna go with that.
South Carolina.
Okay.
Why is this? Why was that? So where did you get that from? His social medias?
Who, me?
Nah, I think Work just knew. Work just knew.
Oh, here
Yeah,
we
he just
go.
knew. He's
Here
from
we go.
Columbia.
It's on Cage Match.
I pulled it
South
from
Carolina.
what's his hometown, and that shit just said Columbia, South Carolina.
It was. Well, I put birthplace. But you also like if you look on the WWE site and Fox Sports, the shit ain't there, which is weird because they list that stuff for everybody.
Nigga said South Carolina is parts unknown.
Is it? I don't know.
Hey, you make the wrong turn, boy. They won't know you.
That's a fact.
I don't know nothing about that.
You know down there, boy.
Wherever he damn well pleases.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone.
Wait. Get Work out of here.
What works? What is? Oh my god! I don't know nothing about that.
That's banned, man. We all ain't that where we all came in on.
Speaking of, no, I'm just kidding.
What's
What's going on with CM Punk? I'm just gonna throw it out there. Because it seems like there's a couple of different backstage stories swirling around AEW right now, and at some point,
can we nip one in the bud real quick?
Let's go
really quick. The easy one to nip in the bud is the Jungle Jack Perry, right? Jungle Jack Perry is the easy one to nip in the bud. Jungle Jack Perry wanted to use real glass. No, and everybody back there was like, "No, we're not doing that." Right.
Real glass for what? I'm sorry.
They were filming a spot, or they were filming a segment, and it called for like glass to break. But the thing that CM Punk is reported to have said was that he was insinuating that Jack Perry wanted to use real glass and then not have to work the following week. I don't know what that means. Or you supposed
say don't
like feign an injury or something? Or
he said don't light that stem up, it'll ruin your life. That's what he said. He said, "Don't you use that glass? Don't you never see you doing this?" But that one sounded like everybody was back there turning up. But the salacious thing is, Punk in there too. Punk, go ahead, Punk, more Punk, because is AEW putting these out?
That's the other question. I was reading one. And then I looked, and there was an alert for something else. It was like 2 or 3 things that happened in one day. Because there was the story about the promo that he cut after Collision when it went off the air, and he was basically said what let me find
said he was a peg warmer.
That sounds crazy.
Which is crazy. I didn't even know he meant the action figure.
Yeah, no. He said I went to a local supermarket, and because he was saying Carolina was supposed to be Hangman country, which sounds so crazy. He said he went to a local supermarket and he figured out why they call him Hangman is because the pegs in the toy aisle are all full of Hangman action figures because nobody wants to buy them. He's a peg warmer, unlike me, who moves merchandise and pops ratings and sells toys. But they were saying that he was saying that because of the press release for the Bucks and Omega re-signing with AEW. He said, Peace to meals. Shouts to A Show. Take that glass over to Dynamite is crazy. A peg warmer. That's what he said. A peg warmer.
Wait, Tony.
That's what he said. It's not the name of the episode, but I'm going to put on the list for names of the episode. Peg warmer is funny, but that's what CM Punk said.
Happy birthday, hip hop.
Happy birthday, hip hop. Happy birthday, hip hop. God damn. So, but like, the thing with situations like that is really like, was that necessary? Like, what's being gained from that? Is it because I imagine it's just him wanting to put his name out there and put more gas on the fire?
Why? I don't understand it, because at this point I'm gonna beat you up.
But nobody's done it.
Nobody's done a thing. They can't.
One nigga tried.
They kept him out of the arena, right? They kept
Hangman Page out the arena, and Christopher. Well, that was the other thing. Christopher Daniels wasn't allowed to be in the arena because
they didn't know who Christopher Daniels was.
He's like AEW HR or something like that at this point.
Wait. We had a Tubi or whatever the hell that was from him. Remember
Cameo. This nigga said a Tubi.
So
we had a Tubi of him.
That's where they know him from. No. That is Christopher Daniels. I seen him He did the thing on Black Rasslin. I saw him.
Don't let him in. Don't let him in. Nah, but they said he wasn't allowed to be in because it's some petty, because he was in the fight last All Out, and the story was that CM Punk feels like because Ace Steel is allowed to work for the company but not be all up in the arenas and whatnot, Christopher Daniels can't show up to the arena as well. But it's because they said that Hangman Adam Page was supposed to, there was some segment or something he was supposed to shoot.
Right.
And then they said, your ass can't be, we had the 2B, your ass can't even enter the arena.
He gonna get beat up.
CM Punk?
By who?
Right.
This is the
only person the real legit candidate could be is Hangman Page.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't got his pocket's too light.
This is my question, right? And this is a legit question. If you know, there's a extremely strong possibility that everybody's in on this and we're all being worked.
It could be a work, yes.
It's wrestling.
At what point? It's wrestling. Do you feel like you have crossed the line in doing this work shit that I might have to whip your ass? Because you just called me a peg warmer. I don't know how to take that.
Listen, we've all heard people working call other people worse. So that part of it, I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really that concerned with. We've heard niggas talk about the big boss man supposed to have been riding on Big Show Daddy Coffin. Like we've seen worse.
Wait.
It happened. No, it happened. Let me get the image.
Hold on. I'm gonna say, cause what happens when you don't like the nigga?
I mean,
I think it's a situation where most niggas don't like the nigga. We've all worked with niggas we don't like all our lives,
but they don't
have free reign to say nothing crazy about us. However, these niggas' jobs are for it. Nigga, Shawn Michaels told on Bret Hart in front of everybody that he was he would knock down Little Sonny, not Big Sonny. Big Sonny look crazy. Sonny does not look like Greg Valentine now. Anyway,
they said Big Sonny looked like
Sonny. He told on Little Sonny and
dog, we losing.
Who's running Sonny's PR team? No, she's a murderer. Nigga, don't nobody care about her.
She facing 25 years, yo.
The Hammer.
Facts.
Sonny the Hammer Valentine.
Let me get this image now. She's in the real.
No, don't bring her up.
I mean, nah, because that news just hit the other day. She facing 25 years.
I'm done.
She look like Faux Mama from the train on this show.
They said she looked like what's her name from the Punisher?
Which also looks just like Greg the Hammer.
She looks just like
Greg. She like, you know who she looked like? Griselda. She like Griselda. Her godmother. Hey, yo, y'all niggas know that nigga Charles Cosby, yo. That nigga was lying, wasn't he? Charles Cosby was lying. Ain't no way he told all them stories.
She looked like Griselda. She really does.
Griselda.
She about to go. Like it was a plea agreement. This is totally off the CM Punk topic. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry, but I don't remember how we got here. I apologize.
I don't either.
Jokes is how we got there. Yeah, no.
No, that's pro
wrestling.
No, that's pro wrestling. Damn. Oh man.
Yeah, I might have fought big boss man.
I'm saying that's how we got here because of Shawn Michaels. That's what it was. Shawn Michaels' son, everybody's stuff in the back. I think that's the thing because this was the key.
Rainy days, my nigga.
Facts. This was the key to the Punk thing. So because I watched Meltzer and Alvarez talk about the entire situation. If it's a work, Meltzer is working his ass off to really sell this as like CM. He says it's not a part of any type of storyline or program. He says CM Punk was trying to be funny. Like that was peg warmer and that shit was him trying to make a joke. Apparently.
Punk's never been known as a nice guy. Niggas like,
right.
Oh, so you give a nigga known jerk the pin, right? And you can't. He's unimpeachable. The one part of the story that people told this week that we hadn't mentioned is when Punk came back and he was going out and Tony Khan was at Gorilla shouting CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk, right? So that is the case. You give this nigga the pin. And here's the other part of it. He's outbooked your A show.
Talk about it.
Consistently.
Talk about it.
He's going to talk crazy.
He can back it up.
How is it news?
What that nigga ass.
Fair enough, but you know what I mean? Good luck making the show next week. Listen, we talk, and I parent this way.
Right.
I tell my son there are things that should happen, and these are the things that are going to happen. Those should happen things are cool. They're neat, and they're great in ideology. What's really going to happen is what you really have to deal with, and that's all that's happening here. Is you gave a known jerk the pencil, and he's being successful. What do you think is going to happen out of that news? We're going to get news that this guy is good gracious.
I love it. Sorry.
Shout out to the homies. Yo, nigga, Lovely was right there, right next to them when niggas was sitting there.
I saw.
That's probably her picture.
That's probably her picture for real.
Right, so.
Well, and that's the other thing, though. It's like with all this talk going on, they're at the very least about to pull off a good. I feel like this is going to be a good story just because there's the history between CM Punk and Samoa Joe. Like Punk's going to make this the shit that he's working on right now, so he can continue to be that top. What he feels like that time.
So he wins. He has to win.
Probably.
I'm assuming he beats Samoa Joe. Yeah, I would assume he goes over.
Probably there. I think because you got to do a balance with guys like that, right? Guys like that are there, that are quote unquote like legends, or you know what I mean, the elder statement. You got to give them wins to make their losses to the young guys something. Because in my mind, Starks is eventually 100% beating CM Punk.
I hope so.
I think that's a layup.
I need to win.
Oh no, it should be soon.
It ain't gonna be.
It should be soon.
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If Punk beats Starks in Survivor Series, AEW is dead.
Yeah,
Dead. D-I-D.
Did. Oh, it's right in the chat. Did. CM Punk is an OG that is still in the 87th grade. That's actually a really good point. That's a hell of a point, Vaughn.
It's I don't see it. I don't know if I have that kind of
You don't see what?
I don't see that. Like I couldn't be able to put up with that kind of shit.
CM Punk, this man calling you a peg warmer.
Yo, peg warmer is crazy.
Peg warmer.
I had to go back to see
read it?
what he meant, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You can't say that.
Yeah, you warming the peg. That's what he said.
I don't know if I could sit there and be okay with that.
I'm assuming Adam Page is not okay with it, but he can't get in the building. They're not on the same show. At this point, It's just
You
words
want-
that are out there in the ether.
So I'm not going to see you in Wembley.
Well, that's the thing. There's gonna be situations where they're gonna have to touch. Although I would imagine CM Punk and them room is gonna be over here, and the elite shit gonna be on clear on the other side of the building. I'm assuming they're gonna keep them as far away as they can right now.
Well, I think you'll get the Bucks and FTR together sooner rather than later because they're fine, right? And I really think the Bucks are really the only ones that have like I can't work with Punk. I think Paige will work with Punk. I know Kenny Omega will. I don't know, but I'm more sure than anybody that Omega will work with Punk.
Right.
But the thing is that's fine because Punk ain't no tag team. And we don't want, listen, what you want to know who ain't the Usos, nigga? Mo and goddamn Joe.
Mo and Joe Buck.
We never seen Mo and Joe Buck in a solo run against no CM Punk. So we don't need them anyway.
That's a good point.
But that goddamn Hangman Page, I think, makes perfect sense. So I would, if I'm a company, I lean into it.
Adam Page beats him for the X title.
I don't want Adam Page to have my X title. I don't want Adam Page to have any of my titles.
Well, that's who he's talking to. I mean, at a certain point,
So here's the thing: Adam Page is the guy who should have been crowned probably 2 years ago.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
So is CM Punk how they fix it?
Is if they can work? You about to say, man?
I don't. No. I'm for Adam Page winning the title. I don't know if he's gonna be. I don't know if him and CM Punk are gonna be. At this point, I don't think anybody in CM Punk is a good match for the next person.
I think Punk and Starks is money.
Yeah.
I don't know because that last one.
Who's at fault for that?
I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna ask what's the I know ratings ain't a thing, but what is Collision looking like compared to Dynamite?
It's probably getting washed. It's on Saturday.
Yeah, I think that the last headline I saw, I'll check in a sec, but was I think Collision had a better week this past week, but it was still under 500,000 viewers or something like that.
It just came from it probably had now Collision probably had the biggest jump from any wrestling program on earth because the week before they had to go against SummerSlam.
Right, exactly. It would be a good bounce back. That's a good point. Yeah,
But
viewers are up. Still stays under 500,000. They were at 476,000 viewers this past Saturday.
Right. So here's the other issue. Right, is Punk's gonna say, "You gave me the worst slot in pro wrestling, and I gave you the best show in pro wrestling," which is what he's going to say to Tony.
I could see that.
And Tony's like, right? Because it's Collision is clearly a better show. It's their WWE flavored show. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what they
Raw.
It's not
SmackDown.
Not necessarily. I'm not gonna say it's they Raw, they SmackDown, but it's their like they book it like WWE. They started with a goddamn promo and they go into matches and it's like a episode of Raw to me.
Right. I gotta watch.
And it's better TV than Wednesday night.
It
Chain
looks
Saw
better.
Massacre.
Yeah, we probably
It's booked better. It's everything better.
We probably should.
Collision's a better show. It just got the worst slot in pro wrestling.
Having the worst slot sounds crazy.
Hey, did y'all hear about Booker T?
What?
Booker T said that Mark Henry wasn't.
Oh yeah.
Booker T said that Mark Henry, because Mark Henry said there is no war.
Right.
And Booker said, "You lie, you nigga, you lie. That's a lie."
Is it a war? Is it a war going on outside?
I don't think so. When two countries war, they usually warring over the same people or piece of land or the same oil, right?
Being a peg warmer.
But the worst slide is being a peg warmer is wild, but the peg warmer having the worst slide is also bad.
That shit is crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. Murder is crazy. I forgot. No. So niggas at war are usually fighting over the same thing.
Right.
AEW and WWE are not fighting over the same niggas.
Ever?
For the most part, no. Them
It's
AEW niggas.
small portion of time.
Now that AEW niggas are also a niche audience. You know what I'm saying? They are the niches of the niche. They are anime fans. They are hardcore anime fans, not like niggas that see Ninja Scroll. Like they
be doing the finger motions and shit.
I don't even know what the fuck Ninja Scroll.
Nah, they never did the finger motions yet. That's why most of them. Never mind. Anyway,
you should watch Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll's kind of.
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
Classic.
Dude,
Anyway,
and they cut the stone nigga up. Thought he was slick. He cut the stone. Anyway,
No idea what the fuck is going on here.
I think the niggas that are going to watch AEW are always going to watch, like those niggas. That's they people, but they don't cater to a what. Like they don't cater to kids. They don't care how PG. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly.
Like they don't care about nothing. They just like, listen, we want to feed the hardcores, and the hardcore want the most avant-garde meal that can be served. They don't want nothing mass-produced. They don't want nothing cookie cutter or cute or censored for younger viewers. They want Dean Ambrose bleeding on Wednesdays and Friday and Saturdays.
That's wanted this.
They want. Nah, nobody wanted this. Nobody wanted this. They was like, hey, who want to be in the goddamn Texas Chain Saw? Just say, I did. I know I messed up. I did.
What? See, now this the interesting thing. So because we're gonna find out WWE AEW at war. I think we're inconclusive right now. Shouts to Dempsey.
Yeah, absolutely. No.
Because of Fight for the Fallen, they were taking donations and putting those donations out to the situation in Maui with the fires and everything, and apparently this Texas Chain Saw Massacre Deathmatch, because it's based off the video game, they paid $100,000 for that, and that money got donated to Maui, or proceeds got donated to Maui.
What video game?
The Texas Chain Saw Massacre.
That's a video game?
It's a video game.
Like, what did they think we were gonna think the reparations and repercussions? You know, he's probably gonna lose a limb tonight. Like,
that was my first question.
Hey,
are they gonna cut each other? Like, where are we going with this?
Did y'all see what? Did y'all see that Justin Bieber clip that leaked this week?
Which one? Oh yeah, no, that's an old one. I seen that one. He said, "What did he say? Oh, how did it?" I know the punchline.
Why do black people not like power tools? Nigga.
He was like 13 years old, and they laughing.
I think when I was 13 is the first time I told that joke.
I don't even recall that shit.
Yeah, that shit happened. Every like 5-6 years, those clips come back, because there's another one where he's just singing "One Less Lonely Nigga," whatever he was singing. He was singing nigga. The fact that Justin Bieber was able to get all that money with some of the stuff sitting in his closet is very interesting. But this a whole game. This game is out tomorrow.
What?
Oh man, that's a stupid day to come out. Don't Madden come out tomorrow?
I think so. Yeah.
What's the point?
It's probably good. That's the funny part. It's probably good.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's a cooperative gameplay and a PvP combat.
Was it Resident Evil?
I might leave here and go get mad tonight.
What the fuck is PvP?
Player
Player
versus
versus
player.
player.
So you
It's some flip stuff.
There's 5 different killers in the game. I guess there's family members. You could play as family members of
I'm tired of you, Leatherface.
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and try to kill the people that come in the house, I guess. Oh, it's made by the same people that did the Friday the 13th game, which was kind of like you basically you're set in the movie and a bunch of different people can play. One person the killer, or you're trying to chase the other people. And the person, if you kill everybody, you win. If you escape, you win. That was how the
horror
Friday the
movie Fortnite.
Was it the house?
It looked crazy. There was wild shit you could do in the Jason game. I haven't seen anything on this, but regardless, that was what was sponsoring this. That's why you saw this.
Why? Dog, I understand it's pro wrestling, but some shit is just, come on, fam.
It's tough because it's terrible.
Terrible.
They did it to give money to them people over Maui.
But it's a death match for people who died.
I didn't even think about that.
Nah, it ain't for the people that died. I don't think you can get them no money. I think it's for the people whose stuff burnt up.
I think the thing is
for the fallen.
Because they were planning on doing a fight for the fallen. I think these things kind of sort of happened coincidentally. You feel what I'm saying? Like they probably would have. It's dope that they put the proceeds that they got from the sponsored content match towards Maui, but they probably would have preferred it to have been a different night and not have it fall on that. I would assume anyway. But at this point, again, if the game is literally coming out on the 18th, you can't. I don't think if you've already signed up for this, I don't think you can back out of this.
If you giving me $100,000, is the only way I'm watching Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy anyway.
Look at this shit. I didn't know what was going on.
Now I'm singing there. Is that Malcolm Bivens?
It was 15 people involved in the match.
Oh no, that's Jay Lethal.
Oh, what killed me? So at some point, Leatherface comes out, right?
Yeah, that suit can't be up the rack. It fits him so well.
That's supposed to be Leatherface
with the suit on.
With the suit on. Why in the tie? As a matter of fact, he got so ready, put a suit and a tie on.
Y'all want to talk about who was under this? Was this the Panda, yo?
The who?
You know Panda, yo, with the girlfriend that's pregnant.
Okay.
Was he taller?
I can never remember that nigga's name.
Guerrero.
Nope, that's not it.
Guevara.
Yeah, Che Guerrero.
Yeah. Che.
Sammy.
Yeah, Guerrero.
Yeah.
This guy talk like who is Sammy? Is this his build?
Yo, I have no idea.
I
didn't get to see him like next to anybody.
He just started chasing. Well, the thing is, he chased Karen Jarrett out. Is she okay?
No,
she got chased out. Karen Jarrett. She got chased out by Leatherface. This shit happened in the ring.
It's a white woman. She'd be fine.
She fell, so that means she.
Did they hit her with a chair?
She might have died.
She ain't make it.
She might have died.
Hey, listen, there's a white woman in this country right now. The way things stand, I'd have been more scared of a chair than a chainsaw. I ain't never seen a white woman recently get hit with a chainsaw. However, a couple weeks ago,
it was Chair City.
Wrapped that around her neck.
Yo, that nigga name. Yo, if y'all find out that nigga name, the nigga that was wrapped that chair around her head, he's got like a wrestler name. It's like Ronaldo Ray. It's like something with alliteration. Like he got 2 first names.
Jimmy Ray James, yeah.
No, it's like
it's Reginald something.
It might be Reggie Ray. His name might be Reggie Ray, but it's like
why the other part that tripped me out about this match, Jeff Jarrett wins. What is he the champ? He's got the championship belt that he got has Leatherface's face on it. Is he the Texas Chain Saw Massacre Deathmatch champion?
Why Satnam Singh got that Dave Chappelle goddamn Nipsey, what's his name? Why is that wig so bad, yo? What is on this nigga's head, yo?
Why is he wearing overalls?
Well, because Texas Chain Saw Massacre, but he got the this is Nelson Mandela. Remember when Dave Chappelle was Nelson Mandela? That's the same.
But wait. I can't do that because everybody wasn't committed then. Because Jay Lethal had on a t-shirt with a little blood on it. Satnam Singh got a little blood and some dirt on his face. Gupta is going to a damn rodeo.
He is. That shirt is somebody else's. It's smooth. Don't fit him down to his knuckles.
He's going to a rodeo. Ethan Page just had his regular shit on. He was going on the yacht.
Yo, get me the fuck out of here.
I ain't seen the movie. Maybe it's a yacht party on the.
Nah, he was in the sticks
running that.
This is corn. This is the cornfields. Look at this. This is what the shit looks like. It's in the middle of nowhere. Look at what the fuck Satnam Singh got on.
Satnam, that goddamn wig, yo.
That shit don't make none of this.
You look like Braun Strowman.
Yeah. This makes any sense.
That nigga look like Uncle Elmer, yo.
Satnam Strowman.
Uncle Velmer.
Mimi come back.
Mimi come back is crazy. Happy birthday, hip hop. Happy birthday, hip hop. Jesus Christ. Now, is there anything else that is of I don't think so.
It was so bad.
All wrestling was bad. There was no good wrestling. I did not now. I didn't watch Impact.
I didn't watch
but Raw wasn't good.
I sat and watched Raw. I do not remember anything that happened on that show.
Somebody got to do something about Becky Lynch.
I tried to tell you.
I told niggas, man.
Nobody cares.
Only reason why niggas cared is because she got punched in the face by Nia Jax or whatever name she's going by this week. I told you niggas.
It's what it is. It's exactly what it is.
You got to get that. You got to finish that. That has to be gone.
Have her be done?
It has to be. Whatever.
Let Lena Fanini punch her in the face again and get rid of her for good.
It has to go.
Be done with Becky Lynch?
Whatever they're doing here,
it's not the move.
It ain't it.
Everybody was mad that match wasn't on the pay-per-view. Y'all know how mad y'all have been if that match was on the pay-per-view.
Tried to tell people, you don't need that shit. You don't need it. We don't need it. Shout out Becky Lynch is in Fortnite. I saw Bianca was in Fortnite. Who all was in Fortnite?
It's Becky and Bianca.
It's just those two. Okay. I happened to see Bianca when I was scrolling. You can get her from the Fortnite shop, whatever. So she got. Can you whip people with her ponytail?
Well, ask Sasha.
This was it was the same lady that stole the belt from Bianca in 26 seconds. But I think the thing is Becky be talking, and they like Becky wrestling, but I think either there's no character or no story, whatever it is.
I didn't think it was a dream match, Vaughn. I have not been that big on Becky Lynch ever.
Right.
From the, you know what I mean? Nah, I ain't never been with that nigga, man. Did you call them man? I thought it was disrespectful.
I liked her before she got punched in the nose. I thought she was decent. I didn't think she was that great. I thought she was good.
I bought the shirt. I bought the mugshot.
No, the shirt was cool. That was a slick little shirt.
I like the shirt.
I thought
a slick shirt. A great wrestler does not make.
Facts.
Unfortunately,
I didn't think that Trish and Becky was a dream match. I thought it would have been better with Sasha Banks and Trish.
Well, we all know,
but still, this wasn't it, bro.
Nah, Sasha Banks is the best backpack in pro wrestling as far as a woman goes. She's the best. I can say There are a couple, one or two people you could say are better wrestlers. Probably just one. You could have an argument, but no one's better at carrying another woman wrestler than Becky. I mean, than Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks. That's Ronda Rousey. Oops.
Come on, yo. All right. Hey, Brian H. Waters, yo. Come on, yo.
I hit, you know what? I hit him up. He didn't hit me back. I tried.
Listen, Brian, if y'all listen, there's a show called Wednesday Worldwide, right? You know what I mean? Storm, my nigga. Now here's really quick. Here's the quick secret about Wednesday Worldwide. If you listen, they all sound like good guys. It's a lie. Them niggas are terrible people. Secondly,
demons.
Secondly, because I've seen them with drinks in their hand before.
Hell yeah.
But there was a part in the show where a gentleman calls in and talks to Brian H. Waters, says he's tripping about Ronda Rousey being a Hall of Famer. Now, we all know WWE Hall of Fame is a work Hall of Fame.
Right.
No, when he said that, hold on, Rock, because I thought I was tripping when he said it.
Say that. He said
I said that too, and I was like, that's like the answer Shorty gave when she was on Tough. What's your favorite match?
I was gonna say it. Yeah, no, yeah. He did say that though.
Brian H. Waters.
He did say that.
I'm gonna call your phone tomorrow. I'm calling your phone tomorrow and cuss you out. I usually call you and say very nice things. We don't usually talk about wrestling. I'm gonna call you tomorrow and cuss you out.
I love it.
But no. B. I'm sorry, Brian. You was tripping. My bad.
She gonna go into the Hall of Fame.
Probably, but she's
gonna go in.
Ben said it right. The celebrity wing.
They're not gonna put. They're not. She's won too many titles. I think they've done. They made Ron. They did what they wanted to do with her. They wanted to. They transitioned from the divas to whatever you want to call is going on right now, just dope women's wrestling. They gave her runs. I don't think they're going to put her in the celebrity wing. I think the opportunity for because the thing you got to remember is Ronda Rousey's got a name forever at this point. Like she's just a name. I don't know. I don't think. Like in that Hall of Fame class year, if it's only going to be one woman who was a pro wrestler that they select, I think they would go with Ronda Rousey being in the regular Hall of Fame as opposed to putting her with the celebrity wing and having another woman in there. Solely because of how they booked her and what she was able to accomplish as a pro wrestler.
She stank.
I get it.
She's been terrible at every level. Like she's been so bad. Hillbilly Jim was great.
No, and Rock, I say that knowing that that's my thing. That's kind of my point. I don't think WWE. I think Vince, Triple H, and Steph specifically. I think they would think that would be a waste of a Hall of Fame entrant if Ronda would be in the celebrity as opposed to the regular because they are Ronda stands more than anybody else.
Yeah, because she came in up under them.
They had the t-shirts on and everything.
But they ain't gonna be there when it's time to put her in.
Is Mandy Rose a Hall of Famer?
Mandy Rhodes wouldn't go into the Hall of Fame before Ronda Rousey.
But I'm okay with Drew Carey because Drew Carey's in the celebrity wing, which is where Ronda should go in.
I don't think they're going to do it.
Did Mandy Rose have a better championship run than Ronda Rousey?
Yes, in NXT. I preferred that one more than the Ronda Rousey run.
There's no
better matches.
Did Mandy Rose have better matches than Ronda Rousey in NXT?
Yes.
outside on the main roster, I don't
Is
know.
Mandy Rose a Hall of Famer?
Is this a
Is
celebrity
Mandy
winger right
Rose-
there?
Is
That's their homegirl.
That
Yeah, no,
might be-
I seen the GPS.
that gotta be a celebrity.
That's a celebrity Hall of Winger right there.
That's a
Mhm.
celebrity Hall of Fame.
Damn.
I don't know if you could. She stank.
What does that
Everywhere.
mean? What does that mean, though? What does that mean to them for the Hall of Fame? Don't make me look it up. Let me WWE Hall of Fame
I forgot.
members.
UFC and WWE are the same company.
Ooh.
Yeah, how about that? How about that? I'm trying.
Forgot.
Come on,
I forgot that.
come on.
That's
Endeavor would not have her be a. I don't think there would be any way.
Well,
Who would be in charge of it? Who do y'all think? Since did we? And I don't know. That happened before the episode last week, right? Where we got the announcement that H wasn't going to be on the board of directors. That happened right before last week, right? I don't know how deep we got into that, but
I don't think we covered it at all.
the conversation becomes now we know Triple H isn't going to be board of directors. I don't know. I mean, I would assume he's hanging on for booking and whatnot. But my question, I guess, is he?
Is Great Khali is in the Hall of Fame? Yes, 2021
That's insane. Then the Hall of Fame doesn't mean anything. Let everybody in. Fair enough.
Again, Ronda Rousey's going in there as a performer.
you real.
Not a celeb. Tori Wilson's in the Hall of Fame.
But my question, I'm sorry,
Go ahead. My fault.
is if Triple H isn't on the board of directors, once it becomes like, I don't know, let's say 15 years down the road, Vince pretty long in the tooth. He's been running pretty hard.
Mhm.
I don't know if Vince is still around 15 years, right?
Right. You never know.
And I'm not trying to talk crazy or make any kind of joke, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Who would be in WWE still around to have the cachet at that point to say, well, this person should go in, this person should go in, because
without Triple H? I mean, without Vince McMahon?
Yeah, that's not Triple H.
No Vince McMahon, no Triple H.
Well, see, we don't know. It will. I guess my question is, do y'all think Triple H is hanging around for the long haul?
Yes.
Or not?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Where does Triple H go?
That man almost died.
No, I understand, but he almost died, and then they said, "Yo, the old man's going to take a seat for a bit. You want the keys to the car?" And he been driving that car for a year and change, and it ain't stopping. They going overseas. They doing all that type of stuff.
And then
what else can he do?
And then he's not on the board of directors.
Eminem said, "This is the only thing that I'm good at." I don't know what's if Triple H is not sitting home, not right now.
Because how many years did you say? Like 15?
15.
Triple H is Vince McMahon's age.
He's not going nowhere.
I don't think he's there.
You don't think he's? You don't think he's gonna? What do you see him doing?
Nothing.
Triple H would be doing like a. He would get a reality show about like rock, like Motorhead memorabilia or some shit like that, or like
bullshit
muscle car. Like he would need to be doing something if he's not going to be.
Triple H could, at this point, he could be an international man of leisure. He could be like, "Hey, look, Steph, I'm gonna go out," and then he leaves, and then him and Shawn go like, "Hey, let's put your band back together. I mean, get your nose ready."
And what they start a federation.
We ain't never gonna make it. We ain't gonna make it.
They start something on their own. Happy birthday, hip hop. Happy birthday, hip hop. That's not the name of the episode, but
it is.
It is.
Happy birthday has to be.
I don't know. I don't see because if Triple H leaves,
Trip's 54. Yeah.
What does that mean?
59.
7.
what does that mean for Shawn Michaels in NXT? Is Shawn Michaels willing to stay around with someone else who's not his man's?
So I think the thing about Shawn in his position is Shawn's doing what he's meant to do, right? Shawn is there, and Shawn doesn't seem to have aspirations of running the company.
Right. That's a big void then, because who does it?
Nick
Who
Khan.
drive the boat?
Nick Khan.
Who? Nick Khan. Shit.
I mean, it's positioned that way.
But I'm saying in terms of creative though, like because it's like hip hop.
Huh.
You got a lot of people that bought their way into some powerful seats at a company that don't know nothing. They don't know creative enough to run it through. I can't imagine what a Shawn Michaels list, NXT, a Triple H list, WWE would look like next year if they both left. It doesn't feel like it would be the same because who would be? Probably would you put Steph McMahon, Steph and Shane in there? Like who would be able to drive the boat?
There'd be 70 as well.
Steph left too, right? Steph already left.
This is like Succession for real. It's gonna be someone crazy for do it. It's gonna be Adam Pearce or somebody running the ship.
Yeah,
you have to look at who's next. Because if Kevin Dunn is a certain age as well, right? If it's not Nick Khan, it may be Adam Pearce. Who else is producing over there? Tyson Kidd,
Brother Love, right?
Bruce Pritchard. Maybe Bruce Pritchard would probably be somebody who would be sitting in that seat. Possibly. They would need new hands.
I thought I was muted.
What?
Nigga over there opening Nestle Crunches.
Yeah, it's some damn Haribos. It's probably them damn Haribos. Yeah, I don't. It's really slim.
Baby, give me a Crunch Bar.
Yeah,
It's old nigga candy too.
Crunch Bar.
Yo, I thought I was muted. My bad.
I kind of want a Crunch Bar. Shit.
I don't even think they selling bitches no more, do they?
Crunch Bar, I think.
I don't think they sell.
You can get a Nestle Crunch
You can't get in the foil.
in the foil.
I think it's one piece. Remember, it was the sleeve over the foil. I think the foil and the wrapper are one piece now on
what?
That's
weird. Yeah.
That's weird. The grandkids. WWE maybe
his teeth. You can't put them in his goals.
Nah, I think it's one piece now.
It would just be wrapper. It would be Nestle.
Yuck.
Crunch.
I don't like that shit.
Crunch Bar all up on your shit.
Mm-hmm.
So if Triple H and Shawn Michaels going, it's a wrap. Is that what that's what it feels like?
A wrap for what?
This is in like 15 years. Cause said 15.
In 15, well, who would be able to pick up the reins creatively? I think is maybe who's do they have understudies that in case something bad happens? Is Triple H grooming somebody to be the next Triple H?
Watch your words.
Well, grooming's probably not the right word. Who is he mentoring in the creative space in regards to picking up the reins for him when he's done? Because I don't know who it is. Jamie Noble? Like who's in that Pat Patterson esque producer space that Vince used to have for Triple H? Like what's that pool of people? That's where they be pulling from first, unless it's Tony Khan or some weird power move.
So it's funny that the Jason Jordan, Abyss, a lot of these people are the people
Jordan
are the people back there making decisions. I mean,
I would assume that's where you go first. Adam Pearce,
but that's you also assuming that they keep these motherfuckers or they move them into these positions when with Endeavor.
Is it John Cena?
That's another name that I think we'll start hearing in the coming years. I really do.
Ronda Rousey, like there's got to be some name. It's like who's going to be able? Like John Cena is actually probably a better name just in terms of thinking about understanding. Like, I feel like there's only so many people walking around right now that are young enough that have that knowledge imparted from Vince specifically to keep the tradition and keep the shit going.
In 15 years, is it a guy like Cody?
It could be. It could be. That's actually a very good candidate.
Cody is the last, and I think for good it'll be. Cody is the last person who I believe Vince will be able to crown. You know what I'm saying? You know, the story is Vince flew to Cody's house to get him to, you know what I mean, for all this to happen and put it together. I think Cody might be one of the last niggas that he believed in and saw, oh, nigga, you wouldn't did it without me, so now come do it with me the best way and blah, blah, blah. Like,
yeah. No, Cody
is it a nigga like Cody that they, you know what I'm saying, knight, even though he put the hammer to the throne? Pause.
I mean, Edge is about to have his 25th anniversary match with Sheamus, but Edge is about to turn 50. He says he's turning 50 in October, and he's planning on retiring. I don't know if Edge is my choice, but he could be. I think Cody makes sense. I think Cody makes a lot of sense, and Cody understands WWE in a different way than other people.
Can I be honest? Cody winning the belt and becoming the corporate champion immediately, like as soon as he gets that belt and the son of a plumber stuff is done, right? Him turning into an evil bad guy. He wears a suit every week. Good guys don't wear suits.
That's a good point.
Sweatsuit. As suit, like, so I think that's gonna be evil Cody. I can't wait for. I'm waiting for evil Cody, and evil Cody will be talking about in like 365 days. Like a year from now, it'll be evil Cody. It will not be good guy Cody.
No, I would hope so, because I think he's actually a better heel anyway. I prefer him as a heel as opposed to the babyface. Before we get out of here, I think somebody else I prefer as a heel as opposed to a babyface is whatever you're calling Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits.
Suited and booted.
They not heels.
Actually, it's funny. On the last video I posted about them from last week, there's folks that are saying, yeah, they definitely not heels.
They're not heels.
What my brother said, he ain't cheat. They were just a little aggressive. There was one point in this conversation though where Bobby said, and I'm just dropping this out there, Bobby said they better get ready for some new blood in the WWE. And then Angelo Dawkins followed him up and said, everybody better get in line. I think these brothers is about to go for while the bloodline is fractured, I think they're going to go in there and start swooping up. I don't be surprised if Street Profits have tag titles soon.
So. Please.
I sure hope so.
I think it's time. It's time. There's too much nonsense going on.
They had a conversation about a month ago about the Usos quite possibly being the greatest tag team of all time because of this bloodline situation. The real team came back last week. The real greatest tag team. The real nigga, the only tag team that was really the tag team champions, but they was the world champion with Cody last week. You know what I mean? Them niggas came back last week.
Yeah. These niggas.
Yo, I was so happy that them niggas didn't lose. No, I was like, yo, they better not lose.
No, they can't. They know better.
Better not lose. Not to motherfucking Corey's people.
They weren't back this week though, right?
Yeah.
Were on Raw?
No. They were in the back.
They had the chairs. They had the chairs. That's what it was. That was a.
And Xavier Woods had box braids.
Oh man, Jesus Christ! Looked like old dog or Justice.
I want some cheeseburgers.
You did. He did look crazy.
That nigga popped up at the GameStop joint too. Xavier Woods
doing what? What was the GameStop?
It's kind of like their yearly convention joint, but the joint that they do for all their employees and stuff.
Oh, that's
GameStop?
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
It's like a con?
GameStop.
It ain't a full out con. It's just a GameStop like joint.
Is it at a GameStop?
Is
GameStop runs it.
Have you ever seen a GameStop that could hold more than 8 people?
No.
Every GameStop holds 8.5 people.
It's a million games and the line is out the door because can't nobody
Definitely
fit
way
in that
more
motherfucker.
games. I thought that was going to be the name of you know what I'm saying? The name of the catch line. GameStop. More games than people. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Whoopi Woods is crazy. I mean, that is Whoopi Woods right there. It looked like like if In Living Color is about to have a impersonation of a Jamaican dude, that would be exactly how they would have him.
Nah, that's Kofi. When Kofi had the accent.
But what Kofi basically had what Ethan Page had on during the Texas Deathmatch.
Fair enough. He definitely like they was popping bottles. He definitely like they was popping bottles on the front of the yacht.
Facts.
Facts.
Super facts.
Jinx.
Super facts.
Like you open a wine with the saber.
That's that real opulence.
Pull
right
that shit
there.
out his boot.
The saber?
Yeah. Live niggas respected.
That sounds like New Jack. New Jack would have pulled the saber out his boot.
God bless.
Rest in peace, New Jack.
Rest in peace, for real. It's that time. Y'all know what time it is. Thank God. If you've been rocking with us for 2+ hours, you're a real one. Before we get out of here, it's one question that I have. Brother Fam, who's your Black Rasslin of the week?
Be honest, man. They came on the TV. I thought Kaz might have been back there again with the goddamn with the booking, man. They came out there with the weapons.
I love it.
Shout out to the New Day, man.
This shit was dope. Especially when they had no matches do that backstage. Damn. What about you, man?
Wes Lee.
I'm
going Wes Lee.
Because he jumped through the table?
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit.
I thought he was gonna fall. I just knew he was gonna fall.
Oh shit. This shit about to get real.
This nigga half a cat.
He's still it's a big ass cat. He broke that whole fucking table. Whole goddamn table. Shit. I think my Black Rasslin gonna be Carmelo Hayes. I liked how at the end he said usually it's Melo don't miss, but it's Melo can't miss. Just miss.
This nigga's a piece of shit. Rock really a piece of shit, yo.
My hope is that with what Carmelo's doing right now, he's going to be on a strong championship run, but Wes Lee will give him a run for his money for at least for a little bit. Survivor Series around the corner, though. Who knows if people are going to go up to the main roster at some point. Anyway, good show. Fun time. Bridge is missing. Brother Fam, where can people find you? Where can people find you on the social media?
Jesus Christ.
Hey man, LFam 79 your social media choice. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's all I got for right now.
As per usual, do not follow me.
Jesus Christ. At Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is a website, and as always, you can find Black Rasslin on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google. Usually on Fridays. I don't really put that in there, but it's usually by noon on Friday. If you listen in audio specifically, the pod will be out. We normally rock every Thursday, 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Giving you 5 mics, a podcast of excellence, or 4.5, depending on how many times.
MC Shane, if you've seen this episode, yo, we do love you.
MC Shane, if you saw this episode, what you was doing to get to this? How did you stumble upon this, Mr. Shan, and hope you're doing well. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin, where you can pay the $1, pay the 10 to get content like this, but it's not like this because we put.
I saw the name Happy. I saw the name Happy Birthday Hip Hop. I figured they were talking about me.
Damn, yeah. Shout out.
He was. He was.
Shan, the chat loves you.
Oh my god.
Yo, that nigga's whistling the
Peace to the chat. Happy birthday, hip hop. I love y'all. We gonna get out of here. Catch y'all next week. New Jack, please take us out.
Like me or not,